Welcome to this week's edition of AgostoAllElite podcast. We have come back from last week's Grand Slam week. So this week is now the follow-up of Grand Slam. So let's start with Elevation. We have a short Elevation. So the episode was filmed at Arthur Ashe Stadium, the state night as the Grand Slam. Paul White was on commentary since he had a match later on Elevation. But Eddie Kingston, even though he and Mox would face Minoru Suzuki and Lance Archer later on, so go figure. We got Thunder Rosa versus Kayla Sparks. Rosa basically bring the record as 27-2. Her rating in the ring opponent was Kayla Sparks, making her AEW debut. The crowd was hot for almost all Grand Slam. The match was no exception outright, booing when Sparks put the boots to her foe. Bring out a Let's Go Rosa chant from the fans. Rosa picked her up for a Fire Thunder Driver and winked at the fans, so it was alright with the world to open Elevation. Let's go with Crawford, James, Tibbs, and Dean Alexander versus the Dark Order. So basically, technically speaking, both teams were making their 8-man debut. Technically, I always wonder something why you call tag team duos 3-man or 3 trios, but we got 8-man and 10-man. We call them trios. You know what? We go 4 on 4 or 5 on 5 on 5. I'm not overthinking this. Mark Henry Ways, the game of the Goose. I haven't seen since in grade. We got Kingston and Chris Hero reference when Alex Reynolds hit a Craven suplex. John Silver hit everyone with kicks, tagged in Vance. All 4 members of Dark Order led a hand until Vance put the full Nelson on for the finish. It was a fun, albeit one-sided. So now we got Paul White versus CPA, VSK, and RSP. We gotta admit that All Elite Wrestling has come legally close to making Paul White's entrance reference to Big Show without copying it. It started with, his opponents were making trios debuts, which I suppose means White is considered a trio by himself. The Gun Club came out to strap the White to a chorus of boos. Meanwhile, White handled the test of strife against CPA, VSK all by himself. When Ricky, Shane Page tried to help, all 3 got tossed aside. CPA got his shirt unbuttoned for a chop. RSP got tossed out of the ring one hand. VSK got a chop too, and White Brian realized the guns were watching. White and CPA had her chop. He and VSK got stacked like hardwood. In the corner for VSK ate another frying pan hand. CPA ate another one at the request of Mark Henry, and he threw up an arm to signal the match was over. RSP was knocked down, and remaining 2 got a double choke slam. This was the squashes. I thought I enjoyed it, as did the Gun Club. And the rest of it was interviews and from MJF and the rest. So basically, the rest of the episode was a recap of Grand Slam Rampage from last week. So this was Elevation. I will review Dark right about now. Okay, let's review Dark. Alright. Tonight's episode started with Santana Garrett's confirming in backstage interview with Alex Marvez that she's all elite. She was immediately challenged to a match by Diamond next week. Garrett happily accepts. Diamond slapped her and the 2 start brawling. Thunder Rosa versus Nikia Knight. So let's go to the match. The Parson and Euro Seals crowd was way behind Rosa in this match, so Rosa let her opponent do some hair pulling just to crank them up even more. I wanted to like, but seeing Shimmy moving in slow motion, if even more move carefully, even a flying knee missing the corner was telegraphed. Rosa gave her a double drop kick. Knight gave her some forearms. Rosa did a Russian Lexi and smothered her with a Peruvian necktie. Private Party versus JDX and Carly Bravo. Oh my god, is that Private Party? Is indeed sporting a 2021 tag team record of 10-2. JDX and Carly Bravo were waiting for them in the ring, having no record together as tag competitors today. JDX is known to AEW faithfully through their long beef and crowd content chant on his X was getting double teamed for the heat until Bravo got hot tag, started firing up kicks and right from the light. Mark gave him a splat, even though he wasn't legally man. Tag Isaiah Cassian. They hit the gin juice combo, got the win. Shots. Kira Hogan versus Leah Gray. Her record today in AEW was 1-3. Gray's record 2020 was far worse than that, 0-9. As Taz noted in the commentary, Hogan is an essential talent to have it on an all-elite roster. Apparently confirmed she is signed with It's All I Want in her first day Dark match. Hogan gave her a roundhouse kick to the head to knock her out, pick up the second win in promotion. She had a record over 500 in no time flat. Preston Vance, the Dark Order versus Negative One versus Brandon Gore. 10 Brawl single fighter 27-4. Gore was already in the ring, sports a single fighter 0-1. Gore gave Vance a couple ill-advised chops, immediately taking off his feet for a fallaway slam, pump kick in the core, spine on the pipe of Vance. Gore ate a second one of a good match before being put in the full Nelson. Headband, notice how muscular Vance is. Taz says he's asked a football player, I believe it. Adrian Jowd and Cesar Bonnet to a rising and Jay St. Patrick. As a team, Adrian Jade and Cesar Bonnet has no record, but you should know Bonnet is 5 shots for all night now. Jake St. Patrick making his debut. Tag team to the ran by Eric Holzman terrorizing. No. Paul Vasquez was sued. Scott put over John as a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu and treated St. Patrick as a training partner. Jade hit a suplex and running over to Bonnet. Bonnet tossed like a rag doll, but Patrick escaped. He was picking up again. Rising got the tag. I want to call hashtag dough. He got no offense. Was promptly destroyed by Bonnet. Squash-erific. Lance Archer versus Arjun Singh. Speaking of squash, it was yet time for Archer to beat up an opponent. We got Arjun Singh, and he finished him off with a blackout for the win. Archer wins with a blackout for the win. We got Ricky Starks with Hook versus Darius Lockhart. FTW champ, absolute Ricky Starks came to the ring with Hook with a 12-12 record. Darius Lockhart was away from the ring. So, as expected, Lockhart didn't roll over Starks though. He hit a flying elbow back off a rope. Starks told his nose out, only fired up Starks. He threw Lockhart and stomped him repeatedly for throwing him out to the floor. Lockhart ate a barricade, a ring apron, and turned before being thrown back and doing chest. Let's go, Ricky sucks. Starks had suplex Sam, but missed with the elbow drop. Lockhart tried a black slide and roll up for a junior freight fall. Starks kicked Lockhart in the head, but couldn't keep him down for a 3. Lockhart hit a couple of shoulder tackles and cross body for a near fall. The longer match went more impressive in this game for Lockhart. Confirmed commentary about him being an 8-year veteran. His high body, cross body got a 2.999. Uppercut to the corner from Lockhart. Stark tries to roll out and Lockhart kicked out. Stark fired fish. Lockhart with spear. Fun match. Taz blame Stark's parents on drinking and partying. Sid wasted Eva Uno with Coca Beverage, Adrian Ellis and Lion Gray. Grayson Uno brought a tag team record at 22-6 match. Gray and Ellis bring a record 0-7. So anyway, Grayson took out both men single-handedly. Tag Uno did a pile driver to assist to the kick to the head for Grayson. Their opponents went from 0-7 to just like that. We got Julia Hart versus Reka Takahata. Hart was 6-8 before his match began, but the good news for it was that T-High was 0-9. T-High knocked her head with a couple of headbutts, started laying body blows and kicks. Hart recovered though, just snap red takeover to the diving body press, but didn't make that cover. Instead, she hit a clothesline back elbow bulldog for pinning Takahata. I like both these women. Layout of these matches strange. All you know is matches that Ryan and Oliver ran a ring and made an AEW debut. Every time I watch Bear Country, I think about having Miss Sharon should have been in WWE, and Crave didn't have their heads up, their backs up. Even though always had a new tag team partner now, it's just that it's not the same. Bronson picked up the pin while Boulder Perry still on a leg injury on the apron. Seidel, Martin versus QT Marshall, Aaron Solo. Solo and Marshall brought a tag record 3-1 in the main event. Martin was 7-6, and Seidel was 11-6 in singles competition. This was the first time teaming together, standing with their respective brothers. Seidel and Solo immediately started drawing each other in the ring center. Seidel got a crucifix or a near fall before tagging Martin in. Martin got a near fall before Marshall got a tag of his own. He immediately tossed Martin head in the air as the fans started booing. Martin got Hess's takeover, kicked Marshall in the jaw. Solo distracted Martin. Marshall popped him with a shot. Martin fought his way out of the corner for a hot tag with Solo was the legal man. Immediately hit a bunch of kicks and a brains buster. Marshall dived onto the break of a near fall moments, and heels took over, even about his old school booking. Two mean we are one until one man turned the beat to Martin got the tag, knocked everyone down, did a suicide dive, Marshall to the floor, Seidel did a meteorite, Solo keep them at bay, and Martin slowed them up into his moonsault, stayed for good measure. Marshall set out pop-up back in the ring, but Marshall kicked out, Solo tagged in Novell as Martin finished him out with a trademark double moonsault, jump moonsault, and still away to end Dark. So that was AEW Dark, and I will review Dynamite basically now. So stay tuned. Right now I'm going to do review of Dynamite. Since it's an AEW review weekly on Saturdays, so here it is. Alright, here's my AEW Dynamite review. And we are at the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. So let's go to it. Let's talk about we have featured Sammy Guevara winning the TNT Championship, RS dropping verbal bombs on Rhodes, and Bryan Danielson issuing a challenge to the Elite. Let's start with TNT Surprise. Let's start with that. Guevara is the new champion. He pulled a surprise win over Miro in the main event. We all knew Guevara had the skills to pull off, but it was a different man I tried to pull it together as a man dominant as the Redeemer. The mood was set strong with Miro's mountain horn music as he let the title belt like Simba on the Lion King. All the while, Guevara was choppy at the bit to start the fight. Ding dong ding. Guevara tried for a knee strike, but Miro knocked him down hard with a car crash shoulder block. Miro used his power to dominate early. Guevara found a well of motivation when Miro ripped off Chain's necklace. The offensive bird only lasted so long, but Miro took control again by catching Chain Star Press to counter for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Guevara showed no quit and railed once more for a standing Spanish fly counter. We had the Spanish guy taking out action by launching for a twisting corkscrew dive on the ring post. Focus. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, Guevara kept on pressure for a flying cutter. He went for the GTH finisher, however, Miro muscled out. A thrust kick knocked Sammy silly. After a kick out on the cover, Guevara wisely rolled out of the way to stall for time. Miro lost his cool at the blown opportunity. Began tearing out the turnbuckles. That instant rage backfired when Vigor still caught a stretch and allowing Guevara to knee Miro into an exposed deal. Sammy exploded on the offense. Tornado DDT, GTH 63630. Set Tom with a middle finger salute. Pin and win. The locker room celebrated Guevara's triumphant. That was certainly a title change surprise. Guevara was getting his butt handed for him for the most part, but his stride kept pedaling to the middle for victory. The part with Miro ripping out turnbuckles felt a little too manufactured, leading to a big moment. Guevara did a great job, leading no doubt by hitting all his finishing moves to keep Miro down. Now we got New Age upon the championship. This is another example of AEW building homegrown talent to a star. First was Darby Allin, and now Guevara's next. Sammy still has work to do to show that this was no fluke. AEW doesn't have a history of quick title changes, so the Spanish guy should have this moment shine for a while. No time for losers. The most shocking moment on AEW Diamond came curse of Al Anderson. He had harsh words for Cody Rhodes. Cody teamed with Lee Johnson to take on the Rady duo of Seidel and Martin. Cody ignored Arn's coaching order for Johnson to start. In the end, it was Johnson who saved the day when Cody was in trouble. Johnson pulled him by the bridges in the corner for a legal attack. Johnson went to work and pinned Martin on a cross-leg brainbuster for the knee. The match was decent. It was more like four single wrestlers smashing moves rather than working as a well-oiled machines. That made sense. They aren't full-time partners. Martin Big Air Leaps continued to press. One moment they brought a chuckle was the game on one of these things. Cody was white like others, not in terms of flying, but he went up too, missed the target, tweaked his knee on the way down to the floor. The other three probably hit Azrael assault to the outside. The real work came in post-match interview. Anderson had enough of Cody's bluster looking for Malachi Black. He decided Cody was too soft to go after Black. Cody is the type of man who hand his keys to a carjacker. Arn would shoot the carjacker in the head. He'll be damned if he loses a loser. At that, Arn split with Johnson and toe as a worthy student. Damn, that was a spicy meatball for Arnson. Thumbs up for vivid imagery as scarred by Arn. The draw has been ruined and slow cooker ever since Cody was TN champion and wouldn't listen to Arn's tutelage now. Now the frustration has been boiled over. These two ways can go. Either Cody become a ruthless killer or Arn brings in a man who fit to get the job done against Black. Both options tree potentials. It would drive Cody to the deep end, and I'm curious how it would affect his persona outside of it. Would he be able to turn off the killer instinct? Similarly, business. The Elite was back in business. It started with Adam Cole in the ring and finished with a challenge for Bryan Danielson. We got a hot opener between Cole and Jungle Boy. Cole uses his original knowledge to his advantage early. Jungle Boy was quick to learn, used the same tactics there for Cole. Cole had the win as grass. Jungle Boy counted on the hurricane off the apron. Cole's back in the ring first as JB entered through the ropes. A super kick was ready for his chin. Cole executed a panel sunrise, pin driver, pile driver, but however, Jungle Boy survived the recount. Jungle Boy had moments of high drive himself. He almost entered a victory by logging a snare trap mission, but Cole preserved. When Cole was close to the ropes, JB pulled to the center. That's when Cole made his move to escape. As both men engaging, Cole trapped the referee against the ropes to block the view of his mule kick. JB went down like a sack of potatoes. Cole pounced for a running knee to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3, baby. Cole and Jungle Boy put on a doozy. JB scored an upstairs offense that made me consider upset in the making. The youngster looks strong even though he lost. For Cole, that's the type of shit I don't mind. Being creative, get the job done. One on your own show, one's ingenuity. Rely on multi-men to do dirty tax work and then gets overblown by elite cheats. Speaking of elite, they come out full force, celebrate Cole's success. We had Kenny Omega on the mic. We got Daniel Bryanson on the scene. Danielson wanted a rematch after the last 3 times during draw. Mega wasn't interested. Danielson offered an upper challenge to any member of the Rampage. He was waiting for Nick Chance to answer the call. It'll be Nick Chance versus Bryan Danielson at Rampage, which I'll review after Dynamite review. When Omega taunted Danielson to fight the whole right then, Bryan Danielson brought out Frank Kazarian, Cage, and Jurassic Express as they back out. The good guys charged the ring. As the bad guy backed away, Scott right as Elite scare like cockroaches when the lights are on. So here's the thing. The Elite promo rings are a mixed bag. The core message is usually interesting, delivered well. It's all the diddle-daddling between members that wasted time. The segment ended abruptly without physicality. It was built up as a huge brawl. Nothing happened. Overall, the fan reaction carried the post-match segment. This was hot for the whole thing right after the promo. I'm going to go start Omega about the rematch. The champion had to beat the champ. Omega's rival Danielson couldn't get the job. So there's no confirmation of finish either. Of course, that sets up well to devote Danielson chase for the world title. So anyway, let's jam through the rest of Dynamite. So we got Moxley, Kingston, and Darby Allin defeating Bear Country and Anthony Green. The match ended when Rugged Control for the start closed the teamwork, clothesline half and half supers from Mox and King to Green. And afterwards, Sting had some fun with a Scorpion Death Drop to Green. This was a match to pop the crowd. This was a 6-man team tag match. Dark Order, Cassidy versus the Hardy family, company, whatever. So, well, after I just said this match was set up for Cassidy versus Evans, hair versus hair match and Rampage, which I will review. I will. So, during that match, Grayson and Evil would try to leave, but -1 made sure they stayed. So, yeah. And they celebrated with -2. -1, I mean. Dark Order found their mojo and ran final for the victory. And Joe took a bunch of signature moves with the climactic fatality for Uno and Grayson. John Silver picked up the victory. Yeah. This was a nice one for the Brody Lee family as the glue holding Dark Order together and finding ways to pay tribute to his memory. The actress bonkers for the cozy route. This was worth watching again on replay. Yeah, it is. So, if the Golden Story was never designed for Hangman Page, when does it fit next week? So, this may Anthony come next week in a Casino ladder match. So, it's most likely Hangman Page is going to return soon in that ladder match. So, stay tuned for that. We got NJ Ty Conti to defeat Money and Penelope 4. Those mean girls had a moment to afford Mr. Moonsault. Conti with a hot, sexy ass took care on Bunny with a gory knee strike on the floor. Jay finished forward with a Queen Slayer choke. Did I mention NJ had a sexy body? Yeah, she does have a sexy hot. Again, she does have a sexy hot body. Anna Jay. Yep, Anna Jay has a sexy hot body. Let's go to the mind games of NJF. He talks about the 4 pillars of AEW's future that includes Jungle Boy, Guevara, and Darby Allin. Then he started talking shit about Darby Allin, then about WWE, and then he's going to start a little towards Darby Allin by talking about his dead uncle, alcoholism, and then Darby didn't care, MJF got pissed, and then MJF so pissed, went on Twitter, said, I can't break you mentally, Darby. It's more like that. It sounds like MJF will try to make it a priority to break Allin mentally. MJF is a master of getting under skin at a rate he created too. The feud's going to get sicker and darker. So here's some notes to it. CM Punk started the show with a victory lap before drawing commentary for the entire broadcast. He was entertaining and you would expect, given his past experience at the table. It was amusing to hear his rat as a fan at times. Heck, AEW should have Punk open every show, even if it doesn't, besides running around. And the crowd's up to insane levels. We had Andrade congratulating the Lucha Bros for holding the AEW tag title. Was pointed out they hadn't defended it in a while. Andrade know a few Lucha Bros for the challenge. Phoenix and Pentagon are ready for any time. Focus on the AEW titles was strange considering AEW shows are not able for viewing outside Mexico at the moment due to the lawsuit with Lucha Underground financial backers. I think it might be a case to veer the Lucha Bros away from the number 1 Young Bucks and to still have important matches, much like how AEW used Jon Moxley with the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. We talk about Ruby Solo reflecting on her loss to Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Solo will climb her way back to a title shot. Leo Rush returned to AEW after contemplating retirement. He broke out a money manager mid-level marketing commercial. I don't know what it had to do with wrestling. It sounded like it could be a pitch or transition to manager or not. I don't know. So FTR refocused after all their past losses. We got Dan Lambert ridiculing Jericho for last week's beatdown. Let Champion's brains were scrambled. He will never wrestle again. So says Lambert. Sky Page will not be able to work anymore. Page brought out the heat, talking about looking past their clean-cut appearance as opposed to look gritty and using curse words to portray facade of toughness. He has the best smile and tight fits and tights in the game. We got Hikaru Shida to look at her 50th career win in AEW next week. Serena Deeb is going to be a stepping stone. Ice Pro package to build it out of fit air. Jay Cardell, Thunder Rose, and Donna Rose will compete in Eddie Goes 3-Way on Rampage. I will review it after Dynamite. Yes, that will be a slobber knocker. So let's talk about Sammy Guevara. Conquering the unbeatable beast is always a good feel moment. I felt Dudley's show is Evil Udo. He dished his mates, but thankfully Amanda Huber, and -1 returned for the greater good. So it's a strong opener. The main event slouched for a solid show. So it was a good Dynamite. So I will review Rampage about now. Okay, let's review Rampage. Emanates from Rochester, New York, in the Blue Cross Arena. The show will feature Bryan Danielson wrestling Nick Jackson. We got a women's 3-way match and Orange Cassidy fighting to keep his hair. Let's jump to the action. We got Danielson versus Nick Jackson. During the early going, Jackson felt cocky as he sprayed Ursula down his pants. Danielson took advantage of a suicide dive. Danielson focused on wearing Jackson down with submission. He delivered metaphorically. Jackson turned the tide when Butter Matt speared Danielson on the floor. Jackson hammered her with kicks to the chest. Danielson called into mockery, ate the kicks, fired with passion, and spit in Nick's face. Jackson took control once again, but Danielson ran up his knees on a 450 splash. The American drag swiftly transitioned to a label lock. Jackson was able to reach the ropes with a foot for a break. As the constant went down, Danielson proved to be so savvy. He took a super kick, he threw the tiger suplex, and knocked in the new Kelly mission for a tap out. Danielson defeated Nick Jackson. In the aftermath, the Elite surrounded the ring. Cage, Express, even the odds, both factions tended to remain, and fist cuts broke out. Jungle Boy locked in snare trap Adam Cole. Kenny Omega signed for the save. Danielson caught him with the label lock. Both Omega and Cole tapped out, so go guys rare realist torturing submissions. With Paul Hobbs and Hook introduced a special initiative from Ricky Starks, Mr. Absolute had a message from Brian Cage. Starks is sick of the narrative that bigger the men, the more ass he can win. Starks when that cornball K put him out. That's true. The video was a piece of art. CM Punk's a fight to a player. The one tool he had over Will Hobbs' experience, time to get down to business. There was a target on his back, and wrestlers would come for him. Punk wouldn't want any way. He rather choke on more than could chew and start mediocrity. Punk wants the best AEW has to offer. He won feature opponents, and that time GTS is on the menu. We got the ending goes. Dragel versus Nia Rose versus Thunder Rosa. We got a physical 3-way occasion with weapons. Where one lady putting down for no fall. The third bystander broke up the cover. The numbers still went down when Thunder Rosa took on Nyla with a brutal powerbomb off the apron to the table. As Thunder Rosa started placing the bare beast back in the ring, Cargill went wild with chair shots to La Mira. Numerous hits laid Thunder Rosa down for a 3 count. Cargill defeated Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose in a 3-way. Malachi Black hopes his black mist seeps into every part of Cody Rhodes' existence. Festers, then Cody will understand what it takes to beat him. Black has a grow weird and the Nightmare fan will move on to other souls and in the fan company. Sammy Guevara Gold become one of the best GT champions. He has already been challenging to the forbidden door. Guevara plans to send Bobby Fish straight to hell. Pac, Andrade, Moxley, Archer, and Joker were announced by Cassie Ladder. Match on Dynamite. Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy were later added to the broadcast. We got Mark Hardy probably to find the mood of everyone involved in this hair versus hair match. Matt Hardy twisted and not wanting to deny Jack Evans the opportunity to shave Orange Cassidy's head. OC didn't know about hair stipulation nailers. He declared he would not lose and not talk. Henry closed his time for the main event. Hair versus hair. Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans. We had distractions from Matt Hardy. Allowed Evans to pick up speed. The man from Evans has some sweet moves with a corkscrew kick. 450 splash, corkscrew moonsault, and Northlight suplex rolling through a missionary driver. Cassidy prime hits where suicide dives and flying crossbar. By the flank came off for the finish. Hardy waved in Butcher, Blade, and Bunny. Chuck Taylor, Utah, and Chris Taylor appeared as a roadblock. Hardy called for the rest of the HOA unit. Dark Order ventured in front of alongside OC Palace inside the ring. Evans was complaining to the referee. Cassidy pounced for a sprint punch to the win. Cassidy defeated Evans. Poor Jack had his head shaved. Dark Order protected the procedure for interference from an HFO. Hardy tried to ditch Evans for the greater good. We got a show closed with a puzzle note with a group hug from -1 in his father's hometown. Mr. Brody would approve. Yep, so that was Rampage, and I'll see you all next week for another AEW weekly review. See you later.